Welcome to the Classic Cars Club. Number 1.
1959 Ford Ranch Wagon 4-door 3-speed. Price, $30,500. Location, Washington. This 1959 Ford Ranch Wagon is a 4-door example that was originally delivered to Yakima, Washington, and underwent a refurbishment that began under previous ownership and was completed by the current seller in 2016. Finished in a custom two-tone green over brown snakeskin pattern vinyl. This vintage hauler is powered by a replacement 223 CI inline-6 mated to a 3-speed manual transmission with overdrive. Refinished in single-stage acrylic enamel in 2018, the car features a clamshell tailgate, receiver hitch, aftermarket grille insert, fender-mounted mirrors, and chips in the windshield. A factory grille insert is included with the sale. Torque thrust 15-inch wheels with staggered all-season tires provide a period-correct hot rod stance, supported by cut front coils, 2 rear lowering blocks, and air shocks. The custom interior houses front and rear bench seats trimmed in snakeskin pattern vinyl with pleated inserts. Amenities include a Bluetooth stereo, front and rear lap belts, a fold-down rear bench, and added insulation panels. While the car lacks a headliner, bows and spare upholstery are included. A SunPro coolant gauge and 8K RPM tachometer are mounted under the bronze-painted dash, which houses a 120 miles per hour speedometer. The 223 CI Straight 6 was reportedly rebuilt before installation and recently received a new ignition coil, spark plugs, distributor parts, a valve adjustment, and a replacement carburetor. Power is delivered through a rebuilt manual transmission with overdrive. The clutch and flywheel were also serviced under current ownership. Offered at no reserve with spare parts and a Washington title. This vintage Ford wagon blends period styling with light custom touches and solid mechanical updates.
Number 2.
1953 Oldsmobile Super 88 convertible. Price, $37,000. Location, Indiana. This 1953 Oldsmobile Super 88 convertible is a long-time family-owned classic, purchased in 1989 after a refurbishment in the late 1980s. Finished in vibrant red with matching red and white vinyl interior, it's powered by a 303 CI Rocket V8 paired with a 4-speed automatic transmission. Classic styling cues include a power-operated white convertible top, rocket hood ornament, bullet-style taillights, rear fender skirts, chrome bumpers, and 15 steel wheels with wire covers. Inside, you'll find a 2-tone bench seat layout, Autronic eye headlight dimmer, an AM radio, and a color-coordinated dash and carpet. Mechanically, the car features power steering, a dual exhaust system, and drum brakes all around. Recent service includes an oil change and replacement of the fuel pump gasket. Noted imperfections include a leaking top pump, a few soft top tears, non-functional wipers and turn signal, and some paint cracking. Odometer shows 31K miles, with approximately 2,500 added under current ownership, though total mileage is unknown. Offered on dealer consignment with a clean Indiana title.
Number 3.
1950 Plymouth Deluxe Suburban. Price, $40,000. Location, Portland, Oregon. This 1950 Plymouth Deluxe Suburban is a heavily modified classic wagon, blending vintage charm with modern performance. Originally from Idaho, it moved to the Portland area in the late 1970s and underwent significant refurbishment in the early 2000s, including a green repaint and refreshed white and brown interior. Power is now provided by a 350 CI Chevrolet V8 mated to a TH350 automatic transmission with shift kit and aftermarket torque converter, sending power to a Ford 9 rear axle with 3.25:1 gears. Modern upgrades include power rack and pinion steering, front disc brakes, air conditioning, halogen headlights, a Kenwood stereo, and sliding side windows. Additional features such as a folding rear seat, receiver hitch, electric fuel cap lock, and trailer brake controller make this wagon as practical as it is stylish. The custom interior includes white tweed upholstery, brown carpeting, and a dashboard with vintage gauges, an auto-gauge tachometer, and integrated modern controls. The 15 powder-coated wheels wear hubcaps and beauty rings, mounted with staggered radial T/tires. Offer with extensive documentation, photos of the build, a handmade coat rack, and a scale model, this one-of-a-kind Plymouth wagon comes with a clean Oregon title and a unique story to tell at every cruise-in.
Number 4.
1967 Ford Thunderbird Landau. Price, $21,000. This 1967 Ford Thunderbird Landau represents the beginning of the 5th generation of Thunderbirds, where Ford transitioned the model from a sporty coupe into a full-fledged personal luxury car. Finished in pebble beige with a brown vinyl roof and Landau bars, this hardtop sedan features just 46,129 title verified miles and remains in excellent condition, having been garage kept and well preserved. The exterior is highlighted by hidden headlights and an oblong grille, unique wraparound taillights, and signature Thunderbird badging. Inside, the saddle vinyl bucket seats, full-length center console, and padded dash reflect classic 1960s styling. The rear bench offers a lounge-like atmosphere with plush trim and an overhead console, while loop carpeting and a tidy trunk finish the interior nicely. Under the hood lies a 390 Ci V8 producing 315 horsepower, paired with a C6 3-speed automatic transmission and a Ford 9-inch rear end with 3.00 gears. Powered disc front brakes, a clean undercarriage, and a dual exhaust system round out the mechanical package. It runs strong and drives well, with smooth handling and ample power. Some items, including the power windows, locks, AC, and clock, need attention, and the headlight doors are currently inoperable. However, this Thunderbird remains a stylish, vintage cruiser that represents the era's shift toward luxury and comfort.
Number 5.
1963 Studebaker Grand Turismo Hawk. Price, $34,500. Location, Annandale, Minnesota. This 1963 Studebaker Grand Turismo Hawk is a beautifully preserved and award-winning example of one of the last true personal luxury coupes of its era. Finished in an elegant Berta red with a matching Berta red interior, the car showcases striking lines and refined details that make it a standout at any gathering. Under the hood is a 289 Ci V8 engine mated to a rare factory 4-speed manual transmission, delivering strong performance and a more engaging driving experience than most cars of its class. The exterior presents in excellent condition, complemented by gleaming chrome trim and period-correct badging. Inside, the cabin features well-preserved upholstery, classic instrument gauges, and a unique Studebaker dashboard design. A product of Raymond Loewy's studio, the GT Hawk carries a level of sophistication rarely seen in early 1960s American coupes. Lovingly maintained and shown, this Gran Turismo is more than just a collector car. It's a piece of automotive design history. Offered with a clean title, this Studebaker is ready for weekend drives, car shows, or any enthusiast collection.
Number 6.
1963 Triumph TR 4 Surrey Top 5-speed. Price, $21,000. Location, Oregon. This 1963 Triumph TR4 presents a well-sorted blend of classic British roadster character and thoughtful modern upgrades, making it an ideal car for both collectors and drivers alike. Originally registered in Washington State from 1978 to 2010, it was later relocated to Oregon, where it has remained under long-term care. Finished in iconic British racing green, this TR4 features a rare and desirable Surrey top, fitted with an aluminum center panel and upgraded polycarbonate rear windows, refinished in 2020. The car was repainted in its current shade in 1981, and while it wears a patina of an older restoration, it retains a proud and attractive stance. Power comes from a 1,991 cubic centimeters inline-4, mated to a 5-speed manual transmission sourced from a 1985 Toyota Celica, a popular upgrade for enhanced drivability and performance. The engine features dual SU carburetors with K&N filters, Petronix electronic ignition, and a spin-on oil filter conversion for improved maintenance. The drivetrain is complemented by front disc brakes, rear drums, and chrome 15-wire wheels with 165/80 Nancong tires installed in 2014. The interior houses black leather bucket seats, visibly warm but supportive and period correct. Amenities include a cabin heater, AM radio, locking glove box, storage pockets, and a rear parcel shelf. Modern additions include a kill switch and power point mounted under the dash, LED taillights, and a secondary hood release. Rally plaques from the Daytona Beach Sports Car Club add a bit of motorsport heritage to the glove box door. The Jaeger instrumentation consists of a 120 miles per hour speedometer and a 6K RPM tachometer with central auxiliary gauges and a Lucas ammeter. The 5-digit odometer shows 55K miles, though total mileage is unknown due to repair done in 2010. Mechanically sound and visually charming, this TR4 offers the best of both worlds. A period-correct appearance with enhancements that make it more reliable and enjoyable on modern roads. It is now being offered on dealer consignment with a car cover and a clean Oregon title, ready for open-top touring, rallies, or local shows.
Number 7.
1968 Plymouth GTX Hardtop 4-speed. Price, $34,000. Location, Massachusetts. This 1968 Plymouth GTX Hardtop has been under current ownership since 1998 and was refinished in electric blue metallic with white side stripes in 2019 following bodywork. Power comes from a 440 CI Super Commando V8, mated to an A833 18-spline 4-speed manual transmission, paired with a Dana 60 rear axle with 3.54:1 gears. Performance upgrades include an Edelbrock intake, a 4-barrel carburetor, Mopar Performance fin rocker covers, and an Excel Super Stock ignition coil. Exterior features include quad headlights, chrome bumpers, GTX badging hood vents, dual exhaust outlets, and round side marker lights. The car rides on Magnum 500 Style 15 wheels with BF Goodrich radial T/A tires, while braking is handled by power-assisted front discs and rear drums. Inside, white vinyl upholstery covers the bucket seats and rear bench, complemented by wood grain trim, a center console, and a hearse shifter. The dashboard has a visible crack, and the radio is missing. Instrumentation includes a 150 miles per hour speedometer, 8K RPM tachometer, and auxiliary gauges, along with additional auto gauge readouts for oil pressure, voltage, and coolant temp. The odometer shows 81K miles, with fewer than 500 added by the current owner, and the car has reportedly been driven less than 25 miles since its repaint.
Number 8.
1968 Cadillac Eldorado Coupe. Price, $7,700. Location, South Carolina. This 1968 Cadillac Eldorado Coupe is finished in silver pine green with a black vinyl top over dark green leather upholstery. Power is provided by a 472 CI V8 engine paired with a 3-speed automatic transaxle, originally rated at 375 horsepower and 525 lb-ft of torque. First registered in Connecticut, the car reportedly sat and used from the late 1980s until it was acquired by the seller in August 2022. Recent servicing includes rebuilt brake calipers and replacement of the rear wheel cylinders. Additional equipment includes hideaway headlights, 15 steel wheels with Cadillac hubcaps, automatic climate control, power-adjustable front seats, and Cadillac-branded floor mats. Inside, the leather seating remains intact but shows age, while the dashboard features a horizontal sweep 120 miles per hour speedometer and analog clock. Flaws include faded and peeling paint, a cracked windshield, vinyl top imperfections, and corrosion in the engine bay. Some features are non-functional, including the AIC, radio, power seat controls, and standard power window operation, bypass only. The 5-digit odometer reads just under 9K miles, though total mileage is unknown. This Eldorado is offered at no reserve with a clean South Carolina title, making it an attractive candidate for light restoration or preservation as a vintage front-wheel drive classic.
Number 9.
1956 Packard Executive Touring Sedan. Price, $9,000. Location, Colorado Springs. Finish in an eye-catching Persian aqua and white. This 1956 Packard Executive Touring Sedan is a fine example of mid-century American luxury. Sold new at P. Blur Fitzgerald Motor Company in Colorado Springs, it was refurbished around 2001 and recently received a new battery and fuel system flush under current ownership. It is powered by a 352 CI V8 paired with an Ultramatic push-button automatic transmission. Distinctive 1950 styling cues include hooded headlights, fender skirts, dual exhaust exiting to the bumper, and chrome accents throughout. The factory 15-inch steel wheels were chrome covers and white wall tires, though the aging bias-ply tires are flat-spotted. Inside, black and white cloth upholstery covers the front and rear bench seats, with matching door panels and a white headliner. Features include a factory push-button radio, heater/defroster, robe cord, analog clock, and seat belts. The dash retains an original pattern insert, and the 5-digit odometer reads 73K miles. The 352 Ci Packard V8 was factory rated at 275 horsepower and features a 4-barrel carburetor and signature Packard script valve covers. A torsion-level ride suspension with self-leveling rear end, power steering, noted as leaking, and drum brakes provide ride quality and control. Included in the sale are initial purchase documents, manufacturer's literature, memorabilia, and even a magazine feature. Offered with a clean Colorado title. This executive is a charming slice of Packard's final years, ideal for light restoration or weekend cruising.
Number 10.
1960 Ford Fairlane. Price, $33,000. Location, Virginia. Offer for consignment is this incredible 1960 Ford Fairlane Club sedan tribute drag car, a striking blend of vintage style and modern muscle. Powered by a Holly-Tri power-fed 390 Ci V8 mated to a 4-speed top-loader manual transmission, this Fairlane delivers serious performance. It's backed by a Ford 9-inch rear end with 3.90 gears and rolls. On drag, slicks out back for maximum grip. Finish in Corinthian white with Thunderbolt-style hood scoops and iconic batwing rear fins. The car features clean, rust-free panels, re-chrome bumpers, and a bold retro presence. Inside, you'll find immaculate early 60s styling with ivory vinyl and metallic thread broadcloth upholstery, a Hurst shifter, aftermarket attach and auxiliary gauges, and a dash dripping with period charm. Underneath, the car is equally clean, sporting 427 spec front springs, lowered leaf springs in rear, and a full glassback exhaust setup. With LED lighting, front disc brakes, and a rebuilt drivetrain, this Fairlane isn't just a looker, it's ready to fly. A vintage-inspired street and strip machine with all the right touches.
Number 11.
1967 Triumph. GT6 Mark I. Price, $30,750. Location, California. This modified 1967 Triumph GT6 Mark I was originally delivered in CKD, completely knocked down, formed to Belgium before making its way to the U.S. in the late 1960s. A performance-oriented refurbishment completed in Pennsylvania around 2002 included refinishing the frame and body in red, overhauling the drivetrain, upgrading the suspension, and fitting several custom features. It now features a 0.030-inch, overboard 2.0-liter inline-six, rebuilt 4-speed manual gearbox with a heavy-duty gear set, aftermarket differential, and a Ron Davis aluminum radiator. Exterior modifications include black vinyl rocker panel accents, black hood striping, driving lights, rear bumperettes, a chrome front bumper, and a quick-release fuel cap. VTO 14 aluminum wheels were 185/60 Ironman tires, and handling is improved with heavy-duty springs, gas shocks, sway bars, and upgraded bushings. The interior has been customized with high-back bucket seats trimmed in black with red and gray plaid inserts, matching door panels, a wood-grain dash panel, wood-rimmed steering wheel, and red latch and link seat belts. A welded roll cage and power windows add further flair. The car shows 73K miles on the 5-digit odometer, though total mileage is unknown. It has been sparingly driven and garage kept on a lift under current ownership. This unique GT6 is offered with refurbishment documentation, a British Motor Industry Heritage Trust Certificate. Tanya, ChatGPT.
Number 12.
1963 Studebaker Hawk. Price, $28,000. Location, Rockvale, Colorado. This beautifully restored 1963 Studebaker Hawk cruises effortlessly through town and on the highway, turning heads and drawing smiles wherever it goes. Owned by just 3 caretakers since new, it currently shows only 64,000 miles, just 7,000 added under current ownership. Under the hood, it features a rebuilt 289 V8 with a 4-barrel carburetor, electronic distributor, Tremec 5-speed overdrive transmission, and a limited slip differential. A new drive shaft, clutch, and throwout bearer were installed during the engine rebuild. Cooling is handled by a 6-blade declutching fan and new water pump, with a replaced exhaust system and mufflers for smooth, confident performance. The front suspension was fully rebuilt, including bushings, tie rods, kingpins, steering components, and new front springs. A NOS steering box was installed, and both front and rear sway bar bushings were replaced. Power steering enhances maneuverability, and braking is upgraded with front discs and rear drums. Aesthetically, this Hawk impresses with a rust-free body repainted 4 years ago, re-chromed bumpers, and LED lighting throughout, including fender spears. The interior boasts new carpet headliner, rebuilt door hinges, seals, and window tracks. Comfort is increased with new heater core, temp control valve, and fan motor. A new wiring harness runs from nose to tail. With rebuilt rear leaf springs, flanged axles, and all-new bushings, this Studebaker is ready to be driven and admired. An iconic classic with extensive upgrades and tasteful preservation, is an ideal car for both show and tour.
Number 13.
1968 Volkswagen Type 2 Bus 4-Speed. Price, $17,000. Location, Texas. This 1968 Volkswagen Type 2 bus with a 4-speed manual transmission is a classic symbol of freedom and functionality. Finished in a traditional VW color scheme, it retains its unmistakable charm and was recently sold for $17,500. The air-cooled flat-4 engine delivers that familiar VW character, making a favorite among enthusiasts and casual drivers alike. The 1968 model year introduced the second generation of the Type 2, often referred to as the bay window bus. Compared to its predecessor, this version offered a stronger chassis, improved ride quality, better handling, and a one-piece windshield. This example showcases classic utility with sliding side doors, generous cargo space, and a cabin that can be configured for passengers, camping, or adventure. With its iconic styling, mechanical simplicity, and growing collector interest, this VW bus is a solid, nostalgic choice for vintage motoring, road trips, or restoration.
Number 14.
1969 Triumph GT6 Plus. Price, $6,000. Location, New Jersey. This 1969 Triumph GT6 Plus is a refurbished British classic, purchased by the current owner in 2013. It's powered by a 1,998 cubic centimeters inline-six, mated to a 4-speed manual transmission with overdrive. The car was repainted red, and the interior refreshed with reupholstered black vinyl seats, a new dash pad, and carpeting. A Kenwood CD stereo is also fitted. Mechanical work includes rebuilt suspension, steering and brake calipers, a dual exhaust system, a new wiring harness, and rebuilt carburetors. The cylinder head features hardened exhaust seats and replacement valves. Chrome 13-wire wheels, front disc brakes, and a wood-trimmed dash round out the features. The odometer shows 53K miles, though true mileage is unknown. Included in the sale are spare engine blocks, transmissions, carburetors, and other parts, plus a workshop manual. The car is titled under a non-standard VIN plate. A well-sorted GT6 Plus with tasteful upgrades and vintage charm.
Number 15.
1955 Packard Caribbean. Price, $30,000. Location, California. This 1955 Packard Caribbean is one of only 500 built for the model year and comes from long-term single-family ownership spanning 55 years. Finished in a striking factory-correct tritone combination of white jade, fire opal red, and onyx, it now shows 54K indicated miles. Power is provided by a 352 Ci OHV V8 with dual 4-barrel Rochester carburetors, mated to a 3-speed twin-ultramatic automatic transmission. The Caribbean is equipped with factory power accessories, including windows, steering, brakes, and front bench seat. The suspension features Packard's innovative torsion bar self-leveling system, though the leveling motor currently needs rebuilding. Power-assisted drum brakes are fitted on all 4 corners, and the brake booster and master cylinder were rebuilt in 2018. The 15 wheels were vintage white wall tires, and a piece of chrome trim is missing from the passenger rear wheel skirt. Inside, the powered front bench is upholstered in red with white inserts and black trim, complemented by matching door panels and rear seating. Some age-related wear and cracking are visible on the upholstery. Other interior features include a period radio, clock, and a white/red steering wheel. This rare and stylish convertible is offered in California with factory literature, a 1963 dealer invoice, service manual, 1963 Washington license plates, and a clean Washington state title. A true mid-century American classic with timeless curb appeal.
Number 16.
1951 Chevrolet Skyline Special. Price, $33,000. Location, Huntsville, Alabama. Offered here is a tastefully updated and lightly rod 1951 Chevrolet Skyline Special, an iconic post-war classic, now enhanced with modern performance and drivability. Wearing a charming patina finish in aspen green with a white roof, this Chevy retains much of its factory charm while benefiting from carefully selected upgrades throughout. The exterior features original body styling, abundant chrome trim, smooth rounded fenders, and stylish 15-inch steel wheels wrapped in wide white-wall tires. Chrome bumpers, grille, fender accents, and a classic hood ornament complement its vintage appeal. The body panels show good alignment, and custom touches include LED taillights and dual chrome exhaust tips peeking from beneath the rear bumper. Inside, you'll find two-tone green and ivory check broadcloth upholstery on bench seats, original door trim with aged chrome accents, and a steel dash with vintage gauges and modern auxiliary instruments discreetly mounted. The cabin preserves its period character while providing comfort and functionality. Under the hood lies a freshly installed 350 CI Jegs Crate V8, mildly cammed and equipped with Summit aluminum heads, a Holly 4 barrel carb, and a Summit intake. Power is sent to a 10-bolt Monte Carlo SS rear axle via a TH350 automatic with shift kit. The engine bay is clean and well detailed with modern accessories. The undercarriage is solid with mostly clean black finishes, save for some invasive rust on the inner rockers. Suspension has been lowered 2 inches and features tubular control arms up front with disc brakes and a dual exhaust system with Smithy mufflers for that classic hot rod sound. A smooth and quiet cruiser, this Skyline Special runs strong, drives with confidence, and combines classic looks with modern reliability. A low and slow ride with timeless flair.
Number 17.
1968 Ford Cortina 4-speed. Price, $10,000. Location, Michigan. Offered by its longtime owner of over 40 years. This 1968 Ford Cortina coupe blends British classic styling with mild performance upgrades. Acquired as a non-running project in 1978, the car was restored in the late 1980s, including a full strip to bare metal and a color change from maroon to yellow. The black interior was upgraded with seats and a dashboard sourced from a 1970 Cortina GT. Powered by a 1.6-liter inline-4 mated to a 4-speed manual transmission, this Cortina features dual side-draft Weber carburetors, a ported and polished cylinder head, a 10.5-to-1 compression ratio, and a custom 2 exhaust. A fluid service and tune-up were completed in 2020. Additional equipment includes slotted 13 aluminum wheels, reportedly from a Ford Pinto, wrapped in BF Goodrich radial T/A tires, Coney shocks, and a Kenwood cassette stereo. The odometer reads 12K miles, with approximately 2K added during current ownership. Now offered on behalf of the seller in Michigan with transferable New York registration, this unique Cortina offers classic looks, engaging driving dynamics, and a well-documented ownership history.
Number 18.
1953 Studebaker Commander. Price, $15,000. Location, Rosciata, New Mexico. This 1953 Studebaker Commander is a head-turning, old-school custom hot rod, affectionately nicknamed the Studbic. Built just a year ago, it's powered by a bold 425 cubic inch Buick Nailhead V8, paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission. Triple carburetors sit atop a rear intake manifold, and an aluminum radiator with a large electric fan keeps this beast running cool. The exterior is finished in dazzling turquoise metal flake paint with white top and accents for a true vintage flair. Inside, the black and white patterned cloth seats feature vinyl inserts, and the cabin sports S&W gauge is housed in a silver Hawk-style machine metal dashboard. There's no rust to be found on this solid classic. It rides on new Boyd Coddington wheels with fresh tires, and features include a trunk-mounted battery, new suspension joints with rubber grease cups, front-end alignment, and upgraded front disc brakes. A unique and fun custom cruiser, the Studbic is ready to show, drive, and enjoy.